Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Ride with Grayman Prepping. Hello, everybody. Hey, it's the new year! And we also made it every Thursday in 2024. I didn't miss a Thursday. I missed some Fridays. I missed some Saturdays. I missed some Tuesdays and Mondays, but I made every Thursday. Got to get the truth out there. All right, let me get up over here and go to the top of the comments. I got more people coming in, so I'm going to start at the top here and there we go, and say hello to everybody. So first one in was Mark, Chef Tech, then Sue Me, Mother Earth Garden Club, Walt Rogers, Phelan Clan Wolf, Aiden Air came in, Howie, Food Forest Permaculture. Everybody's talking here, back and forth. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a second. So there's a joke going between Mark and Howie. Howie's calling Mark a robot because he, come in all, on his channel. Anyways, every time I see Howie put up, "Hey, you robot," I think of the it's not really animated, it's more computer generated movie starring Robin Williams called Robots. So let's see, Diana 2's here. And Mark's double timing it in here with Mad Chick Acres, and he's saying somebody didn't hit the thumbs up button, as you can see how many people are in there and how many thumbs up. So yeah, please hit the thumbs up. If you're lurking, just hit the thumbs up. Check in, just say lurking. That's all you need to. Only comment you need to make. Helps out with the getting the analytics to do stuff. Let's see, Gene Sims here, and Tammy Harder's here. Dave Knight is here. All righty. So let me change some stuff up here. We're going to get rid of the fireworks here and get down to business here and do a little reporting here for you. So, man, Bill Gates did again. He pushed another update today, except it wasn't a full update. It's like a little patch one, and you can't stop those and stuff and everything else. And CB's here, Hugo Homestead, and Happy Max in the house. Woohoo! And yeah, I got some of the stuff corrected from it. I caught it before I started the countdown, but it's still making transition of stuff here on the computer slow because, hey, Bill Gates is trying to make Windows 10 and anything older really hard to use. So you'll switch to Windows 11 where he's got all the spy software active in there and you can't get out of it. All right, so first, what do we got here? We got 11 news articles to cover through here. And first one up kind of ticks me off. Contra Costa restaurant closing after ladies' night lawsuit. Woke shitheads, pardon my language. Oh, they got a ladies' night. We got to sue them because they're discriminating. No, they're not discriminating. They're honoring women by giving them an extra bonus off on for everything that women do off for you. And there's no one on this planet that can't say they did not come from a woman. They have a mother. All right. Okay, this next one, I'm not going to get into all of them. I'm going to look at some of these here. It's enough to make you cry. Come on, let's go, computer. Here we go. 17 new California laws that will change your life in 2025. There are over 17 new laws or packages of laws that'll take effect in 2025. I hate it when I say packages of laws because they've snuck crap in it that's shouldn't be part of that law. Okay, let's get down to see here. 17. Okay, property crime and retail theft package. Ooh. A package of 10 laws signed by the Great Nuisance amount to what the governor office is calling the most significant crackdown on property crime in modern history. Yeah, right after they said, "Oh, we're not going to prosecute property crimes." You know, and so everyone was just ripping off all the stores going in there and making sure they were stealing under $950 worth of stuff. So it's misdemeanor, and they weren't processing misdemeanors during the Great Fake illness. Yeah. So they're creating stricter penalties for property theft, for retail theft, mandating sentences for enhancements for large-scale operations. Yeah. The only reason why that got passed because everyone was so PO'd at the Great Nuisance that if he didn't sign it, he was going to be ousted, and he would never have a chance to run against our new president that'll get sworn in here on the 20th in 4 years. All right. Yeah. Allows aggregation of the value of property stolen from different victims or in different counties in order to reach the felony grand theft threshold of $950. So if they steal from in San Francisco County and they go to the mall across the street into just lost the name of the county there, just down south of San Francisco. But the next county across the street, and they steal from there, they can put both those together, and the counties can join together and have the state prosecute it as grand theft. Shoplifting and petty theft allows an officer to arrest a person shoplifting of probable cause, even if the act did not take place in the officer's presence. Yeah, they're trying to bring back where an officer can arrest you for misdemeanors not in their presence. That was cool when they used to be able to do that. Doubles probation for shoplifting from 1 year to 2 years. Allows court to issue a retail theft restraining order prohibiting the person convicted of organized retail from blah, 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 all the things from entering the establishment for up to 2 years. Which means generally if the person also gets dinged anytime in there at 2 years, they can get it extended. Those are a couple of good ones, but they should never have been done if the Great Nuisance hadn't undercut all the other laws and stuff. And penalties for smash and grab. Oh wow, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, and basically made it useless. Mandates mandatory sentencing enhancement for damaging, taking, or destroying property over $50,000 during the commission of a felony. That should be dropped down to over $1,000. Because if they enter a building in California, just entering the building to commit a crime makes it burglary and a felony. Vehicle theft, online sales stuff, government response. It's a part of that one about consolidating the stuff. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff going on here. And it goes into food delivery platforms, about the breaking down the fees, protection for actors, basically to stop the use of AI generated replicas of the performer's likeness. And it must be, that the performers must be physically present in negotiating those contracts. Got all sorts of other stuff like that. Less parking, more sidewalk visibility. Basically, they're moving the distance from the corner back another 20 feet. They call it daylighting. Yeah, someone tried to get into that. Another one allows school districts to limit or prohibit students from using social media while at school. That one I agree with. Oh, they're putting something back into history books because certain groups screamed about it, that they'd taken out of the history books because they didn't fit the left-wing agenda. Beginning this fall, elementary schools through high schools, high school have to have lessons about the mission and gold rush periods, including information about the treatment of Native Americans and their perspectives. Okay, yeah. Eliminate bans on solar panel installation at mobile home parks. Yeah. So there are some stuff that are coming through, but and they're expanding expands the limitation on cannabis businesses by setting in Prop 64. The biggest shift in the law is an expansion of what cannabis cafes are allowed to do. So now they're allowed to sell stuff other than, they're allowed to sell non-cannabis foods and beverages. Hey, Tibor, how's it going? So that's some of those stupid laws and good laws coming out of California. Let's go back here and see. Oh, all right. I've only seen a couple lists out here, but there's an email on. They picked off some of the ones here, and it's locking up on me. The headline is 10 celebrities lost in 2024, and it's not. They're starting to go to it. Dang, really hate Bill Gates's greedy, corrupt actions he's doing with Windows, screwing it up and making all the older versions non-functional, so you got to get the newest one with spy software on it. Let's see. Shelley Duvall passed away. James Earl Jones, Maggie Smith, Richard Simmons are some of the ones that are listed. And they list some ones I've never heard of before. So, but yeah. So, David Soul, Starsky and Hutch passed away. Quincy Jones passed away at 91. Phil Lesh of the Grateful Dead passed away at 84. James Earl Jones, 93. Maggie Smith at, come on, where's her age? Not 89. Shelley Duvall was 75. O.J. Simpson passed away. Phil Donahue passed away at 88. So those are just some of the ones, and there's probably a lot more, but they just picked up the top, what they consider the top 10. Yeah, we lost some good people. This headline is a lie. I've read everything on it. California cities and leaders getting threatening letters from Trump advisor. They're not threatening; they're just stating the law about these California city and governmental leaders that are breaking the law, saying, "Hey, you're breaking the law." When Trump comes into effect, the free pass you were getting from Biden goes out the window. Federal agencies will be allowed to come after your butt. And they're threatening another, just giving a warning, a notice, saying, "Hey, this free pass you had under Biden is gone." So, but there you go. They're saying it's threatening letters, not letters. It's a notification. Hey, obey the law. What is threatening about telling someone to obey the law? All right. 10 more retailers shutting down in California. Thank you, Governor Newsom. Let me get it, wait for it to open up. Okay. Get through all the crap. According to Forbes, business owners adapted rights of Gen G's artificial intelligence, all this other crap, most a bunch of stuff. Okay. Macy's is closing 65 stores. Was expected to close 65 stores by the end of 2024. and close another 150 locations. Froze another 150 locations this year and next year. Party City is defunct, out of business, and so the last 80 stores remaining in California are going to go down to 2. Rue 21 clothing store is has gone beyond Chapter 11 and is going out. Walgreens is closing 580 locations in California, the most behind any state other than, yes, it has more than any state. It comes in second only to Florida for the number of stores Walgreens is closing. Big Lots is announced closure of 300 locations across the nation, 74 in California. LL Flooring, formerly known as Lumber's Liquidators, that was a big company. They're closing 200 stores nationwide. So if you had a Lumber Liquidators in your area, they're probably going to get shuttered. You may want to boogie over there for what sort of clearance stuff they're getting rid of. Rite Aid is closing. All right. They are continuing to close the 431 stores announced across the country since their bankruptcy at the end of 2023. Walmart announced it'll close 11 stores before the end of 2024, including 2 in California, and they're probably going to be closing several more in 2025. Kind of limited on this. CVS Pharmacies plans to close just as hundreds of stores over the next few years. The closures will target stores with overlapping locations or low foot traffic. Yeah. 99-cent stores will be permanently closing all 371 locations. Yeah, putting about 14,000 employees out of work. Yeah, so those are closings that not just California, but across the country of stores going down the pie hole. It's interesting is most of the stores closing are in blue states. Another fear porn headline: neurovirus cases are surging. It's wintertime. They always, every year, for as long as they've been tracking them, have always surged in November, December, and January. It's not a big alert. Yeah, it happens every year, people. This was an interesting one here. The headline reads: "Endangered sea otters keeps invasive crabs out of California estuary." And other states where these invasive crabs are going up the rivers and stuff, and otters are, the sea otters, they go up the rivers a little bit and stuff. Yeah. So the good news is they're finding out, we need to really protect these sea otters, because they're keeping all these invasive crabs out. And I was going to make another joke, but I'm not going to make jokes about crabs. All right. So next one: how much minimum wage will go up in California tomorrow? So this was on Tuesday. It came out. And let's go look at this. Because if wages go up here, they're going to try to push wage increases in other states. All right, let's get down to it so I can find it here. All right. Though some industries have sought for a higher floor minimum wage, The minimum wage in California increased by 50 cents to $16.50 an hour. I remember when, back in the 80s, that minimum wage jobs were $4.50. And now it's gone up 400% almost. Froze. And that was across the board. There were no special ones for, fast food. Fast food workers were always minimum wage. And there was nothing special for hotel workers. Everybody was minimum wage. That was minimum wage. In November, California's rejected a ballot measure that would have raised the state minimum wage to a national high of $18 per hour. Yeah, they're telling me, screw that. You're driving our food costs up and everything else up by raising the minimum wage, when those on Social Security aren't even making minimum wage from Social Security. So California, they're calling it the gold state. It's the rusted state. California is now third highest in minimum wage in the U.S. behind Washington, D.C., which has $17.50, and Washington State, which has $16.66, 16 cents more. Yeah. And it goes on, talks about, where was this? Minimum wage for healthcare workers. Minimum rates are $18, $21, and $23 an hour, depending on what the healthcare worker is doing. California cities with higher minimum wages: Oakland, Los Angeles, West Hollywood. Minimum wage in West Hollywood, which we used to call the San Fernando Valley, $19.65 an hour. Los Angeles is at, it kicks off on February 1st, $22.50 an hour, and it will reach $30 an hour by 2028. Hospitality workers in Los Angeles get $23 an hour minimum wage, and will reach $30 by 2028. Oakland is at $18.36 an hour, and hospitality workers will make $18.36 or $24.48 an hour, depending on employer benefits. The city's minimum wage for other workers is $16.98 an hour. Trying to buy more votes from the poor and the oppressed. The FBI put out, the next headline here, a list of 30 most wanted killers in California. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all those names. You can look that one up if you want to see it. The FBI's list of 30 most wanted killers in California, and then list up for the 30 most wanted killers in your state as well. All right. Okay, they threw more out here. I'm going to take a quick look at this one here. This is 8 new communist socialist laws from California that will impact your wallet. Looks like some may be good, some may be bad. Food delivery app platforms will be required to offer itemized breakdown of fees to customers, and allow restaurants to remove themselves from platforms. So some restaurants have been trying to get them blocked. Hey, we don't want to be on your delivery platform, and haven't been able to do it. Now they can ban like Uber Eats from picking up from their restaurant. Because I guess the delivery people are saying, oh, this is what the restaurant's tacking on there. Hang on, Caleb put out Social Security. Cost of adjustment only raised the monthly benefit by about 2.5%. Yeah, mine went up by $65. So it's like, yeah, it's not keeping up with inflation. Not when other things have gone up 250. Oh, StreamYard raising it. Last year I paid. Hang on here, I got to get the right numbers for you. I think it was $215 a year. I did the yearly billing because it saves me a lot more money. And so let me make sure and double check this. I don't want to. There we go. YouTube expenses. Yeah. So last January they charged me $215 for the next year. The next year going up until now, and then starting on. Let me get into this email here. It's slowed down. It's more than double. It's more than double. Where did I put it? I moved it into. Where is it here? Where did I hide that? Oh, yeah, StreamYard emails. So, subscription renewal charges to your subscription price. And so, with the plan I have, they only have now, they got 3 plans besides the free. And they're just tacking stuff on. So, mine went from $215 to $431.88. So, a little bit more than double it for the next year, adding on crap that I will never, ever use. Totally ridiculous stuff. So, yeah. So even StreamYard has doubled the cost of it, by putting on a few things that people don't want. All right. So another thing. This is a good one. For California, employers will no longer be allowed to require that employees use their accrued vacation time before accessing the state's paid family leave program. Previously, employers could require the employees to take up 2 weeks of vacation time for accessing the leave. But they have to use their sick time first, accordingly. Yes. Yeah. But yeah. And there's a bunch of other one. Medical debt exclusion from credit cards. That's good. Easier cancellation of subscriptions. Free 90-day trial. Enter your credit card number, and trying to cancel it. I found something that's really cool about that. If you get these ones, you want to try the free one, but you don't want to put your main credit card on it. Go to one of the grocery stores that sell the prepaid Visa cards, put $5 on it, use that credit card for it, and then when they go to try to charge you, all they get is $5 more for the next month. So, all right, let's close that one out. Get to what do we got last? Okay, the last one. Okay, how many out there have Fast Track in your state? Fast Track is the pay toll for bridges, for carpool lanes, for toll highways and stuff. How many have Fast Track? Grammy Karen's in the house. Tammy Harder's here. Howie's going good night. And Sumi is going to go crash as well. All right. Here's a thing just came out here today at 9 hours ago. I got the email. The scammers are hitting Fast Track again because it's the new of the year. They're sending out fake text messages, fake emails, telling people, "Oh, you're expired. You need to pay so much money to this here to refill your Fast Track." They set up a fake website, so you just click on the link, go in, and pay your whatever, and fast track goes, and that was not us. We don't do that. Myra Page, good evening. So if you have fast track in your state, be aware that these scammers are out there. And if you're concerned, just log into your fast track account normally to see what the activity is. So anywho, yeah, so I forwarded this one to the staff sergeant. She goes, I haven't crossed the bridge for several months, so I'm good. If they send anything to me, I know it's a fake. Because she always keeps, a couple hundred on there because, we start traveling back and forth. We go across several of the charge bridges there in California that are supposed to be free. And they took them into took them in from their own little entity into the California Department of Transportation. They were supposed to be, they're going to be free now because the money's coming out of the general budget for it. The reason why they pulled it in because they were making so much money off the normal fees and maintaining the bridges in pristine condition. They went, we want to rate them. All right, is that the last one? That looks like last news article. Oh, what just came in here? Just got another one here. 12 minutes ago. We covered part of it already. It says these 25 retailers are among thousands of California stores closing in 2025. 50% more store closings than 2024. 57% more stores closing in California. Yeah, get my tongue untied here. All right, let me throw this up here. And there it is. Yeah, there were lightning strikes going on all over the place. There was also we were getting hit by plasma streams from the sun that arced around from the flashes going off the other side of it. And there's a bunch of stuff. And if you watch Suspicious Observers this morning, when he came out a little bit late with it, the KP index on solar storm stuff was expected for the two solar flares that hit us. Was expected to hit the low 3, mid 3 range on the storm level. Hit a level 4 storm, and the auroras we're seeing down far south as down in Mexico. So yeah. Hey, Mark. Yeah. So I'm not going to repeat that for next week. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that one. Yeah. I discovered something really irritating today. I was trying to set up my the Motorola phone I got for doing videos on and stuff, so that I could see what I was looking at, so I could set it up, so I could just click it like doing a selfie. It's backwards, and there's nothing. The only thing you can turn it correct is when you're taking photos, doing selfies. But if you're doing the video, it leaves it backwards.
Yeah, the old ones used to do that stuff all the time. Everything was backwards.
Yeah. Now, if I'm holding it, I'm shooting out the other side of it, so I can see what I'm shooting at. It's correct. But if I'm doing it so it's showing me, so I can see what I'm making sure it's centered on me, it's backwards. Yeah. So I was going to try, if I could do it where I can make it work, that I could eliminate a bunch of editing for my little shorts and my reels that I'm going to be doing. That I could just start it and end it, and not have to cut off a bunch off the end. Now I got to set it up in place, start it, walk back around, get in position, go through it, review it, make sure I was sitting in the right position. Yeah. Hey, Tammy, Rebel Canners is in the house now. Woo! Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, I got some other things to share here. I gotta make this just a little bit bigger. There we go. Well, we are in the middle of what the frack? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, I gotta click get this one bigger too. Yeah, get it up there. So there we go. I thought this was a good picture to put on there too. Calling an illegal alien an undocumented immigrant is like calling a meth dealer an undocumented pharmacist. The issue is not immigration; it's the legal part.
No.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. I like this one. This is a quote from a movie. The movie was from back when I was a teenager. No, it was not black and white. Can anybody name this movie? Crazy. I mean, like so many positive waves. Maybe we can't lose. You're on.
Was it like a bunch of heroes run by Kelly?
Run by who?
Kelly. Kelly's Heroes.
Kelly. Yep. Donald Sutherland playing oddball.
Yeah.
Don Rickles as Crap Game. Clint Eastwood as Kelly. Telly Savalas as Sarge. There were a lot of big names in there, and there were a lot of up and coming people in it too.
Well, they weren't big names back then. They're all big. They were big names after that.
Oh, some of them were big. Telly Savalas was a big name. Don Rickles was a big name. Donald Sutherland was a big name. Clint Eastwood definitely was a big name, but there were a couple other ones that were big name supporting actors that were in as well that went on to become,
Isn't that where they loaded the big gun with white paint, so it looked like they were blowing stuff up?
They had red, white, blue colored paint. Had the speakers on the tank. And when they came out of the railroad tunnel, guess what song they were playing? I've been working on the rail. Boom! All the live long day. Boom! Yeah, blowing up the German switching yard there as they came out of the train track tunnel. Yeah. Oh, Donald O'Connor too was in it as the general, trying to find out who's making this big push behind enemy lines. I'm going to go up there and give these guys a bunch of medals.
What was the other movie with something 13? Crap.
There was the Dirty Dozen.
Dirty Dozen. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah, Dirty Dozen. Something 13.
Dirty Dozen was based on a real group. The head of the Dirty Dozen was Jake McNeese. His name was Jake Nasty McNeese, and he was part Cherokee. And when they finally got all their training done and stuff, and they shipped them off over there, he did a mohawk and did war paint on them when they jumped in. 12 of them held out against a German battalion trying to take a bridge and cross it. And it was like, Anakin, I have the high ground. They had the high ground. The guys had to come across the river to get up to them, and he just Oh, you've never seen Kelly's Heroes? Oh, my cousin and her husband, my cousin Debbie, who's the same age as my sister, and her husband took me to see it when I was visiting my grandmother in the early 70s. And oh man, I never laughed so hard as a kid. But, all right, let's see what else we got here. All right, remember, if someone asks you, did you steal that? No, I'm transferring equipment to alternate locations.
That works.
All in the wording. All in the wording. See anything else here? The fun ones to show up.
Hey, Shadow. Shadow's in the house.
Shadow Scout Sweet. Woohoo! Good morning, sir. Yeah. Oh man.
I think I have most of the war movies on DVD, like Tora, Midway. I know I got the Dirty Dozen. pretty sure I got Kelly's Heroes.
I got Kelly's Heroes, Dirty
Every time I
Dozen.
see it, it's like, do I have that one? I don't know. I'll just buy it because the one I have is probably missing in action. No pun intended.
To Hell and Back.
Yep, got that one. Bridge over to River Kwai. Oh crap! There was a bunch of the ones. Yeah,
The Longest Day. The Longest Day. Battle of the Bulge. Good movies. Good historical movies.
I saw Midway in the theaters with my dad, like back in the 70s. I have no idea what I was watching, but it was a cool movie until I watched it again, 20 years later and said, oh, that's what this is about. I had no idea.
One of John Wayne's movies has been panned since the time it was released as a financial flop. And financial flop, it's not making any money. The Green Berets. The year it was released, it was one of the highest grossing films in Hollywood. Well, it was a financial flop. Yeah, it made Backjack production money hand over fist. And it's still, making money on it. In fact, it's one of John Wayne's movies that you don't see getting offered up for free on Amazon, Roku TV, or Tubi. Because everybody wants it, and it is such a good movie.
Yeah, Hamburger Hill, that was one.
Yeah. One of the ones I've pulled quotes from for some of my books. Clint Eastwood movie, Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Gunny Highway. We adapt. We overcome. With this gravelly, shot in the throat voice. It was on. Just because you saved me doesn't mean we're going to take warm showers in the middle of the night together. Bushcraft family, hey, how's it going? Did I put that over? Hang on. Did I think I may have boo-boo-gooed over here. Yeah, I boo-booed. There it is. All right. Yeah, now it's pinned. There's the link up there. Oh, man. Yeah, I had the grandkids over here from 12 o'clock to 7:25 my time, which is 9:25 Eastern time. So, yeah, a little bit of time to set it up here. But, man, I don't know what they were on, but wow, they were all over the place, screaming and yelling like banshees. So I actually put two of them in timeout, and the others were like, oh, Grandpa's doing timeout, oh crap. And one of them was acting up, and I just pulled my big leather belt out and I just laid it on the table in front of them.
Somebody got into the sugar cookies.
They got into something over there before they came over here. I did get Eli to calm down. Eli's the one with autism. And what's interesting, if he gets 8 ounces of Dr. Pepper, in 10 minutes, he's like, wow, man, that's a lot of love around here. We can do this. He usually mellows down unless they are really wound up, and a couple of them started getting really wound up. Of course, they were watching Dragon Ball Z Disc 2 today of Season 1. I got the 9-pack, the 9-season pack of the entire Dragon Ball Z show. 9 seasons of it. Amazon wanted $120 to $140 for it. Walmart had it for $54. Order online from Walmart, free shipping.
Would you like all the copies of my Veggie Tales collection for him? I like Veggie Tales. My kids enjoyed it.
Yeah, they've found stuff on They found some stuff on the on Roku and on Tubi. But what they really love right now is the fact that my wife got Paramount Plus, some deal she did or whatever, and she got it and she put it on. She can set up accounts. Well, when she was here, she set it up on my my Roku TV, and that the four Roku Hisense TVs I have, it hooked up to all of them as one account because they're all run through the same thing. And so put it on one, also to put it on all of them. Well, the one TV that they've been watching the others on, I go, what's Paramount Plus? And I go in and I found the kids section.
Yeah.
And they just loving all the kids stuff on it. But with the Dragon Ball Z, that's 9 seasons. These are full-length seasons, not the little 8-episode seasons we have now on stuff. Yeah, this is a 26 episodes per season or 28 episodes per season. And so, yeah, they're going to be busy for a while watching those. By the time they get to the end, they're going to realize, I missed a bunch of it because we were running around screaming while it was playing. Can we watch it again? They did that with Avatar: The Last Airbender and with regular Dragon Ball. They've watched Dragon Ball 3 times so far. They've watched the Avatar: The Last Airbenders twice here and 4 times at home because their parents got them that as well.
Hey, I still got all my Pokemon series movies. Kids were into that. Yes, my kids were born in the 90s. And Pokemon was a thing. And
yeah, my daughter was born in 92. And Alex was born in 96. And Matthew in 99. Those, she wasn't interested in any of that stuff. She was always stealing my my catalogs for rifles and knives and swords, particularly swords. She went on to be the team captain at BYU Idaho's fencing team.
Now, my oldest daughter was into Pokemon. My father worked for a Japanese company for about 10 years, and he went over to Japan every year. And he knew she was into it, so he went to the Pokemon store in Tokyo and bought her whatever the newest, latest, greatest was over there. And then over here, it wasn't even here yet. So she was ahead of everybody on all this stuff. And she still has it all, which is cool.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Super. No, Dragon Ball GT is the next series I got to buy. And then once I watch that, then I'll get Dragon Ball Super. Lamont Cranston or Cranston Lamont, whatever. That was The Shadow, I believe.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about here.
Yeah, The Shadow. Which one of the brothers actors? Was it the one from the original Beetlejuice that played it in the movie The Shadow? Is it him or his brother? No. But yeah, but then I found out that they did a bunch. They did how many movies? Hang on, let me pull this up here. They did a bunch of Dragon Ball Z movies that aren't part of the series, but they got interjected between seasons. They came out with special movies. How many of them on here is ordered? Some of them are arriving here shortly because they're in the middle of Dragon Ball. So I went and ordered them. So I know where to interject the movies at. There are 13 Dragon Ball Z movies. Yeah, I got the collection pack 1, collection pack 2, collection pack 3, and it was cheaper to buy them separately than it was to buy them in one group. But each one had you have 1 through 5, 6 through 9, and 10 through 13 on these. The ones arriving tomorrow. The other one's arriving Saturday. The third one's not arriving until January 15th. But yeah.
You should let him watch the entire Stargate series.
My son-in-law has Stargate Atlantis on DVD. He doesn't have the other one, but
I got the original one, the entire set. My dad bought it, and I got it all. So I have the entire, including the first movie and I think the second movie, and then every episode, which I've never seen every episode. I used to watch it all the time, and it was interesting. I mean, sure.
What was a funny thing about that? The first Stargate. Trying to think of the guy's name now. James Spader. He did it because he thought it was going to be challenging. He didn't think it was going to be a success. He thought it was going to be challenging when they were booting up to do the TV series. They approached him. He goes, "Nah, I'm looking for more difficult stuff." And he's done The Blacklist. He did Boston Legal. He did, he's a diverse actor. But yeah, and things when they got the guy that to play his character in it looked a lot like him at the time. Of course, he didn't put on the weight that James Spader did, but he looked a lot like him, and with the hair, the glasses, the whole nine, everything. But after the first couple episodes, he goes, "I know I got to change this up. I got to make it my own character a little bit." And that's when you'll notice if you watch the first season, you can watch the metamorphosis of the character change. He got rid of all his allergies. They got rid of that and other stuff. And it's kind of interesting. Well, I believe. Let me check something here. I believe. I believe it's still free. Watch the entire froze. I believe it's still free. I know what's going on. My picture's freezing. My voice may not be freezing, but here my picture's freezing. It may be totally free on Amazon Prime still, and it's trying to load Amazon Prime. So. Yep. You can watch Stargate Atlantis is totally free. Stargate SG-1 is totally free. Stargate Universe is free. Stargate the original movie is free. Babylon 5. Oh, Babylon 5 is free. All right, we're turning this into sci-fi night, folks. Yeah, I was watching Babylon 5, and the last 2 seasons, they changed my schedule at work. Yeah. But yeah, my son-in-law has Stargate Atlantis in the DVD set, and he actually stuck it in my binder of my videos I took when I was upstairs over there, and the kids watching all my videos over there. He stuck it in the back of mine because mine was better protected, and the kids knew not to mess with my binder. But yeah, well, that reminds me. I got, when it was on super sale at Walmart, a box set of the Lone Ranger. It's about time for to bring it out for the boys to watch, because they're all into cowboys now.
They'll get bored real quick because there's no real like laser beams and cartoon bodies flying everywhere. And
they were bugging. 2 of them were bugging me to buy them lassos so they could practice lassos. And we were looking on Amazon. He goes, "That's a weird lasso. That's not a lasso. That's a cowboy necktie. The string neckties." And he goes, "Ooh, can I wear that to church? I
No,
almost
'cause
told
when
him my
your bro-
dad did. That's what my dad wore to church for many years.
It's like, no, you can't, because one of your brothers is going to grab it and yank it up and choke you with it.
Either that or going to yank it down and break it off the end.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. That was weird. All right, so Stargate SG-1 came out in 97. Stargate Atlantis in 2004. Stargate Universe in 2009. Stargate Infinity animated TV series was 2002.
Yeah, I never got into the animated ones.
I'm looking at it saying I never even knew about it because my wife and I were watching Stargate SG-1. For those of you that are fans of the movie Heavy Metal and Heavy Metal 2000, free on Amazon Prime.
Oh, the original heavy metal movie?
A Heavy Metal 2000 popped up here. The original one was on their on free on Prime a couple of years ago because I watched it again. Heavy Metal 2000 is on there now.
I got to dig up my version of my DVD of Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that old.
Oh shoot! I got to go back and we'll catch up on that. The new release of Dune and Dune Part 2.
Nothing beats the original Dune. All these remakes are terrible.
Well, Dune 2021, Dune 2024, and then in last year here 2024, they're doing like they did with The Mandalorian. It's not to theaters; it's on Max.
Man.
You can go and watch it on Max. And my son got Max free when he bought his new cell phone. He got a fancy one with he got his own plan with lots of streaming time and stuff on it. So he got Max for free. And so my wife and I each got Max. He put Max on each of our TVs as well. So it's like, cool. Which reminds me, I need to catch up on that, but I've been writing my books so much lately. Oh, which isn't bad when I just have one or two grandsons over, especially if it's just one. If it's Danny will go in, bring up the good TV shows he wants to watch. He'll watch those, the series. He watched the animated series of Transformers. He watches that. Then he starts watching the regular Transformer movies. He has certain things he watched, and when he has one of those on, he sits there like he's supposed to be sitting in school. And they all say, "I'm hungry. Bologna sandwich, please." Shoot. I know who did it. I just can't remember which of the three authors did it.
What's that?
Edgar Rice Burroughs, John Carter of Mars series, also Tarzan series, but John Carter of Mars. I mean, you consider when he wrote that. I'm looking at when he wrote that. That was written 1940 is when John Carter of Mars was first published.
Jeez.
Yeah. You can call him the grandfather of science fiction. And then science fantasy, written actually during the same time, a little bit before it, was Tolkien with first The Hobbit, then the trilogy. And I actually read the John Carter books at my grandmother's during 71, 72 summer trips up there during junior high. And then I bought the book. I bought a reprint of the book. The whole of it's like a compiled series of all the books in one. I bought that several years ago. But my boys look, they like the movie. They go, I don't want to read it. I want to watch a movie. It's like, but there are certain books they do like to read. Let me see if I can bring it up here for you. The Seventh Carrier. Come on, it started showing and it dropped off to all these resales of it. Dang it, come on. Come on, show it. All right, there we go. The Seventh Carrier is an aircraft carrier built on the model frame that was in this universe that was a super carrier, basically bigger than all the other Japanese carriers, was sent up into the Aleutians to hide out until I got the rest of the task force ready to attack Pearl Harbor. While it was up there, an ice slide trapped it in a bay up there. And when did that come out? There are several, Return to the Seventh Carrier, all the different Seventh Carrier ones here. Seventh Carrier. Shoot. I'm going to have to go in here. Let me go in and look at it here on Amazon because it's not showing the stuff I wanted to see on it. It was first published. When was it? Before my boys were born. Maybe before I was married. Let me go in and see what it shows here. And in the sample, it's not showing the inside cover with the date on it. Another way I can look at it, see what it brings up. Yeah, 1983. Yeah. Yeah, 6 years before I met the staff sergeant. Written as if it took place in 83. And so what happens is it gets free. And what is it? What do you think the Japanese soldiers and naval officers on the Seventh Carrier do when they get free of the ice blockade?
Get stuck in the ice again.
Nope. They attack Pearl Harbor again. And several ships along the way. And as they get up close to Pearl Harbor, what the heck is that? Rocket planes! A boatload of rocket planes! Yeah. But, yeah. Oh. I haven't done that in years. Yeah, it was funny during that broadcast. It was like they made it go on the air, interrupt the broadcast, and say, we'll take a short intermission from this theatrical performance of War of the Worlds. Da, 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 da. Once again, this is just a theatrical performance. This is not real because people were freaking out everywhere.
Please stop shooting the water towers. Yeah.
Yeah. Stop shooting at aircraft. And what's interesting is I saw some videos on it, talking about it, some old interviews on it, how they did stuff on it. For when the one ship is opening up, they took the microphone into the bathroom, put it right in the toilet, took a big mason jar and unscrewed the lid in the toilet and got the recorded. And that was the sound of the spaceship opening up.
I remember seeing that on the making of the War of the Worlds or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And the rednecks were going, don't see them yet, but we're ready. When they come down here, we're going to get them. Get them hound dogs ready. We're going hunting aliens. You hear that, Bufus? We're going to go now. Oh, man. Yeah, some good times there on stuff like that. But actually, tell you what, give me a second. I'll be right back. And don't do anything weird, Mark.
I'll just sit quietly in the corner here and watch everybody else talk. Yeah, Earth is the ghetto of the galaxy. Yeah, the aliens fly by now and go, yeah, no, we're not going there. Of course, when an alien hops off a spacecraft now and says, take us to your leader, it's like, who? Pick one. We don't have any.
All right. Okay, I'm back. Give me a second here to get this set up here, right? Get my camera going again here. I had the CFC set up. So let me get this turned around here, and hopefully these will show. All right. Seventh carrier. Let's see if I turn it the right way. Yeah. Seventh carrier, second voyage, return of, trial of, attack of, quest of, revenge of, and the last one here on top is called Super Carrier. And the only reason why the rest of the books were written was because it was someone suggested the author of what happens if one of these satellite weapons goes rogue and starts shooting down anything that has a jet engine. Who's going to be the superpower then? And there were a lot of countries that had bought up all our World War II planes and stuff because this was back in the early 80s. And they were still flying. They still had a lot of prop air forces out there. And that's the premise of it all. You know, there was a laser-based Chinese satellite system that just started shooting down anything that had jet in it malfunctioned. It's supposed to be targeting certain things. And it started shooting down all jets, all rockets, all that stuff. And so nobody had anything to fly except for props. Well, guess what they did? Oh, the Japanese have this old carrier set up all analog, all this stuff that's not affected by to be targeted by the Japanese. I mean, by the Chinese things. And so America got together with Japan and said, hey, we're going to refurbish it for you. And we're hiring you with it to, stop all these terrorists and stuff that are that are buying up all these other prop planes. Yeah, and so that was the story behind the rest of the second voyage of the seventh carrier. Yeah, great reads. And as you can tell, like this one here has only been read a couple times. It's in good condition. Oh. This one here, it's been read I've probably reread it about 4 or 5 times. My son has read it twice, my youngest one. He's read all of these twice, and then he went and bought his own set. But yeah, I mean, you can see how, the condition of the covers and stuff. Yeah, it's been well read. Back at night there when, nothing good on TV. I'm going to go lay in bed and I'm going to read. 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, crap. I got to get up in 5 hours to go to work. Or I got to get up in 2 hours to go to work.
And now my brain is wide awake after reading that book. Crap.
Yeah. Now when I do that, it's like, my muse is struck. I'm typing. Oh, 1 o'clock, another 10 minutes. 4 o'clock. What the heck happened?
Oh, well, I'll just stay up and go get a cup of coffee and call it a night.
Usually when it gets 3:30, 4 o'clock, I realize the time it is. Like, oh, crap. And I just type out a couple lines of ideas, and I go to bed. And when I wake up and feeling better, I get go back in there. Okay, where was I? The other book series that my youngest son read, most of my stuff, is called Mech Warrior. And it was written by Michael Stackpole, wrote most of the books for it. And then a bunch of other authors came in and started writing part of the universe. It's part of the Battletech Mech Warrior universe, the role-playing game. And then they actually had companies that had the pods you get into, and everything was as if you were out there fighting 8 other guys in battle mechs. And then there was movies and an animated series on it. So, but yeah, there's something like 47 books I have of it at least, in that, telling the story of the Earth has gone out, and we've gone out, colonized a bunch of worlds and stuff. We have jump ships, which are sort of like warp drive, jumping from this point to this point, wormhole jumping, and things that the central government collapsed a couple hundred years ago, and you got these quote families running these little parts of the quote what's called the inner sphere of the light year stuff, and it's really cool. But
yeah, the movie Cocoon, that was a weird movie.
Yeah. Oh shoot, there was some fact about Cocoon. Some fact about it. Hang on here.
There was something factual about Cocoon? Really?
No, something weird about it. Cocoon release date. Yeah, it was 85. They released the movie Cocoon 23 for PlayStation. But movie. There was something about it. It's not coming to mind. I saw one of those reels that points out, did you know? And they talk all about it and all the things about it. And it's now 2024, and this is the correlation. I can't remember what it is. Oh. Oh, there was a series I started to watch. I don't read. I was getting the books on Amazon. When I had where you could get read books for free. You pay a monthly subscription. You read all the books you want. And it was written by Sarah Moss. Hang on, let me look her up. And so SAR Sarah J. Maas, MAAS, Throne of Glass series. Oh, I've missed some of those. Oh well. She started writing the first two books when she was still in high school. And originally she was aiming them at teenagers. But as she grew up, the books grew up. And the one book I was reading is like, whoa, this is getting into an R-rated book.
Yeah, well, her life was getting into the R-rated stuff at that point, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, yes, you can get it on Audible for free right now. Limited time. Oh, geez. Audible book for free right now on Amazon. All right, the first Throne of Glass. Yeah, what book 1 and 2 are 99 cents. Book 3, 4 are free. 7's free. 6 is no, sorry, no, they're 99 cents. I didn't see I thought it was zeros all the way around. So 99 cents on those. Still 99 cents, a buck for the movie. I mean, for the it's a movie in your mind, audiobooks, movie in your mind. Yeah. And she has another one called the Court of Thorns and Roses. This stuff's pretty good. Wayne, you just reminded me about my nephew. On he was a TAR, temporary active reserve for the Navy, working on F-14s and then F-18s. He only was on ship in his 25 years twice, because he was full time to maintaining everything at the naval air stations. And sometimes when the whole unit went, on deployment for either 2 weeks or for a month on a carrier, what they did on their deployments, they took along BattleTech and MechWarrior games and played those, and got the whole ship started getting the whole ship involved in playing BattleTech and MechWarrior role playing games like D&D, only battle, yeah. He said the one time he said months later he was getting emails from these guys. You went and got us stuck on this. Now we need a game master to run it for us. But yeah.
I got a book a friend of mine gave me. Mm-hmm. You got to see it first. I can't tell you what it is. You got to see it first. So I'll put it up here.
Ardale's New Automobile Guide,
1962. Actually, it's a revision of other ones. So, like the first page, and I hate to open this thing like this, is how your valves work, how to rebuild a spark plug. How to adjust your valves.
Yeah. On Tuesday, I showed you the box game, card game, Munchkin, Steve Jackson. This is it's not showing very good. Car Wars, Steve Jackson games, and yeah. I had the bundle. I also had some of the other parts of it and stuff. The pieces for Car Wars and images. Let's see what's the images they have here for it. Yeah, and you get the you get this. You have your map, your grid map, and everything, and you draw and you can mark on it what you where buildings were and stuff like that. Oh yeah, this was there we go. So you got the maps and you got the cardboard things for the different cars and stuff, and you build up on your record sheet what was in it. You have your measuring device for your going around corners for your cornering with speed. It was fun. It was fun stuff. You have things for like oil slicks you drop behind you and smoke. And so, yeah, you go around the corner, you start dropping, you puff out smoke. And as you start to go around the corner, you throw out the oil flicks. The guy trying to chase you down. Yeah, fun stuff. Fun games. Old school games before PlayStation. Oh, and can someone tell me what this one here kind of reminds them of? Actually, let me go ahead.
Racer.
Yeah, Speed Racer.
All right, exactly. I'm old. I have all the answers. Sorry. I don't give anybody else a chance.
Yeah. They tweaked it a little bit. Still has the number 5 on it, but they tweaked the shape of it and stuff so they wouldn't get a copyright strike. Yeah. But it's funny. Our favorite thing was we would make stuff out of was either a semi with, and then we have or 4-wheel drive crew cab pickups, and because they you actually had the half-ton, the 3/4, the 1-ton, 2-ton crew cab pickups. Put more stuff on it. Still had to get the high speed out of it. And then we had the semi, and then with our pickup, once we gained enough stuff where we could buy a semi, then the pickups became the runners or blockers like the Smokey and the Bandit, only with guns.
Oh, like Mad Max.
Sort of, but it's you're not quite that Mad Maxy, but you are Mad Maxy. It's not things aren't that untenable as far as getting. It's just that it's a little bit more lawless than Smokey and the Bandit. But that's the type of stuff we'd pull is, all right, we're going to move cargo from here to here. All right, the truck's moving out, and we got the trailer's all armored up, truck's all armored up. And we got all our pickups to run blockers for it. And so we have someone to run it as a dungeon master for Car Wars master, run the scenario for us. Oh, Tron. I saw some information about Tron. Hang on here.
Didn't they come out with another Tron? No, Tron, like Tron 2 or something, or the new
Tron. Yeah, that was Tron. That was Tron 2. October 2025. Tron Ares. It's the release date for it. They've been working on it since 2010. But
and it's coming out when? 2025?
Yeah, it's coming out this coming October.
15 years.
Took them a lot. There are a lot of movies like that had problems doing the sequels to.
Yeah, some movies should never have a sequel. They should just leave it alone. Let it rest in peace.
Some of it has to do with the actors had full schedules, and they were always, they weren't just going to stop on the hopes that everybody else would clear up their schedule at the same time to make the movie. So they, there's problems like that.
What was that one freaky movie after that? Oh, The Lawnmower Man. Remember that one?
Oh, I never saw it. I saw things where I don't want to see it.
That was a twisted mess.
Yeah. Do you remember the TV show Last Man Standing? Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Okay. His I guess it was his It wasn't the oldest daughter because the oldest daughter got pregnant. It was, I guess, it was one of the other daughters. The one played by, oh, what was her name?
I don't remember. I remember watching it a few times. I never got into it that much. Saw a few episodes.
Sitcom. The Eve Baxter. All right, the Mandy Baxter and Kristen Baxter were the older sisters, and Eve was the youngest one. Kristen was totally woke. Eve was a valley girl. Kristen was the girl version of Tim Allen's character, right wing, all into guns, all. Well, it was when the one show, one network canceled it. It was a top performer on Friday night, which is a tough slot. They were top performer. ABC decided, we're not going to renew it for season 7. But it was way up in the ratings. And then I forget who picked it up. I have to go read the whole article here. But it wasn't owned by ABC. It was being done. Fox. Fox was the one doing it. They go, crap, we're starting our own network. We're going to put it on our own network. And so they had it on 3 years on their network. Problem was, because it had a hiatus of 1 year, so, the 3 girls all had other projects going on, especially the one playing Eve, which was Caitlin Dever, Dever. I mean, she became, Pretty Little Liars, all that other stuff. She was making movies left and right and other stuff. And when they brought her back in, she was so busy with all these other ones to handle that. They sent her off to the, since this was taking place in Colorado, they sent her off to the Air Force Academy. She couldn't get into West Point, and there's a big thing on it. And he said, "Well, send your all your stuff to for the Air Force Academy." And I guess Tim went and took her stuff and sent it to Colorado Senator, who got her an appointment to the Air Force Academy. And so that's what it was. Her involvement for the last 3 seasons was coming home from the academy, doing Skyping from the Air Force Academy and stuff like that. Oh, I have the complete series of Dark Shadows that my son gave me for Christmas one year.
I've never heard of it.
Jonathan Frigg played Barnabas Collins.
Frigg from Star Trek?
No. Jonathan Friggs. Not Frax. Friggs.
Oh, Friggs. Okay.
Yeah. The Johnny Depp movie, Dark Shadows, was a Tim Burton remake of it.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I got to go stir the soup that's outside cooling.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. Yeah. So Dark Shadows. Jonathan Frid, Frid. And he as a vampire, he was the big heartthrob on TV during the time. But and then the one guy over here in the corner here, the one I'm making a move on, the one on the left there, was Quentin Collins, the werewolf cousin. And that was David Shelby. But yeah, it was okay, it went from from June 66 to April 71. And I'm trying to remember how old, because I was getting, I was taking math tutoring because math was boring me with a simple, simple math stuff. I was doing some of my sister's stuff, 10 years older than me. So I was doing high school stuff in because the other stuff bored me. But I didn't know the basic little stuff. You could do calculus, I could do all this other crap, but I couldn't do the regular, multiplying fractions and stuff. It was just, I didn't, so I had to take a couple. I had to take 1 year of 1 summer of tutor, and my tutor when I got there, something going on. My mom made a deal. Basically, I had to get dropped off a half hour early. Well, when I dropped off a half hour early, guess what was on? And in the other room, I was watching it while she was tutoring someone else. So I was watching Dark Shadows as a was I in junior high then, or was I still up in like 6th grade or something, 5th or 6th grade? So yeah. Yeah, I was in 6th grade. Yeah, 5th or 6th grade. Yeah. Hey, Moon over Miami. Yeah, that's what I got. My son got it for me for Christmas. Yeah, it's like cool. So this wasn't a quote soap opera. It was called a drama serial. Serial. And so, yeah, it was good. Oh, it is free on Tubi, folks. If you want to catch up, try it out, check it out. Dark Shadows is free on Tubi, and free on Peacock, free on Pluto, free on Roku, free on Fandango. Oh, free on Amazon Prime. Hulu is the only place you got to pay for it. Every place else, it's free.
Hey, what was that series? It was like a sci-fi series, mostly black and white, and then it went color, I think. And it was like the opener was like this giant ball bouncing down the beach, chasing this guy, and it was like, it'll come back to me now.
Probably a British one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was British.
Yeah,
it was a series. I can't remember the name of it. It had like voices, they would talk. It was like a 1984 type thing.
I know the Avengers. I know the Prisoner.
The Prisoner. That's it.
Okay, I don't remember the ball from the Prisoner, but it
was like in part of the opening. It was like these bouncy, rubbery, giant balls. Like
that was the one that was a little bit.
It was off. Yeah, it was a little bit out there.
Clockwork Orangey.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It wasn't quite Clockwork Orange, but it was Clockwork Orangey.
It wasn't quite that bad because it was on TV. Yeah.
Yeah. But with all the psychobabble and all the other stuff going on and things, mind games that was going on in that one.
Yeah, The Prisoner.
Yeah.
I saw it a couple times, never really got into it because I couldn't understand what they were doing. Nobody could understand what they were doing.
Yeah. You had to watch it from the very beginning to understand what was going on. And apparently, even then you'd get lost. But that just reminded me of another one, 1990 Space 1999.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
With Myra, the transforming thing that she was. Yeah. Was it Myra?
1999.
Yeah, she was in like the 2nd or 3rd season. She was like an alien, and she could like transform herself into stuff. Myra.
I like this when I brought it up. It said Space 1999, something or other program. Only it was spelled British way. With it at the end of program, they had an extra M and an E. Myra, there it is. Catherine Shell.
Yeah, she was a weird one.
Yeah. Another Martin Landau one after doing Mission Impossible.
Yep.
Do you know who Martin Landau's brother is?
No.
James Arness.
All right.
Gunsmoke.
How'd they have different last names? Must have been stage names.
He was Martin Landau. Maybe it's not listing brothers or anything else. They're just kids. Let's look him up. Yeah. Yeah, Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible, Space 1999.
He was in a lot of movies.
Maybe it wasn't. Wait, maybe it wasn't Martin Landau. Sorry, it's the other one from Mission Impossible. Who's the other one from Mission Impossible?
Oh, geez.
Peter Graves. Peter Graves. Peter Graves is his brother. Yeah, relatives. James Arness, brother. Yeah, there we go. I knew James Arness' brother was in Mission Impossible. I just got the wrong actor.
Mission Impossible was pretty good. Used to stay up late and watch that one with my dad.
Oh, so Peter Graves used his mother's maiden name to not get confused with his elder brother James Arness. All right, quick. What's the word I'm looking for here? Trivia on Peter Graves. What movie did he do a cameo in of a parody of a TV show from back in the 60s and 70s? But the movie was a current movie.
Current, like a spoof movie?
No, there were several movies made, not spoof, but in it they played a video of him. There was a video they put into the machine and we played it, a VHS video, and it was he was the character in there talking about it to see anybody. No, not the Naked Gun.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No.
Airplane.
I'll give you a hint. Look right here.
Oh, Jesus. Men in Black. Okay.
Men in Black 2. With Serena and also someone else who did a cameo in it was Michael Jackson. Want to be want to be Agent M.
That was in the first one, wasn't it?
No, that was the second one.
Was it the second one when they were in like the airport type thing? Yeah.
It was the second one where it was just a quick little thing on the screen,
that's right. He was up on the screen.
He got something done. Now, is there a position open for me in Men in Black? I can't hear you. Too much static. Disconnect. Rip Torn was great in that. Peter Graves did a thing of one of the one of the investigators, well, not Outer Limits or the Twilight Zone. There was another one that they did the spoof of that one in it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, Outer Limits was pretty cool. The Twilight Zone is still. They used to do 4th of July would do the Twilight Zone marathon, and my wife knew. She's like, "Yeah, okay, the TV's yours." It just played 24 hours or 48. I forget how long it ran for, but my one daughter's worst nightmare one was the library. When there's a nuclear explosion, and I forget what he was. Rocky's coach. I forget his name right now. And he had his thick glasses on, and he finally has time to read. That was it.
Rocky's coach. That was Burgess Meredith.
Yeah, Burgess Meredith. Yep, when he had the thick glasses,
Penguin.
and he has all his books ready to go, and he bends down to get the first book, and his glasses hit the ground, and that's the end of my daughter. I used to record that on my phone and text it to her. She hated it because it's so sad. She's like, there was finally time. It's so sad. And I'm laughing about it, but yeah, Burgess Meredith was in a lot before way before Rocky.
Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff. He was one of the big, in the Batman TV series with Adam West and stuff.
Yeah.
All the villains were big time people at the time, and a lot of them were doing it just for the fun of it. Cesar Romero, as the Joker. I can't remember the Riddler. Fred. No, not Fred. Gorshin. Played the Riddler, and just about
Penguin, Catwoman, yeah.
Penguin, Catwoman, Egghead, yeah. Hang on here. I'm looking it up here. They have him listed as in 2002, Men in Black 2, played himself. A spoof of a TV show he used to do. So I'd have to go back in. I'm looking at it, trying to figure out what it was. Trying to find it here. Dang. Shoot. They only give him partial TV credits. Dang it. The Invaders, 1967.
That sounds familiar. That was about the same time that
yes, yeah, The Invaders.
Lost in Space.
Stumbled across evidence of an alien in progress. Alien invasion in progress, yeah. So it was only one season. So, anyways. Auto Preminger, Mr. Freeze. Let's find. All right, yeah. All right. This it's just driving me nuts here. I got to pull these up here. Batman TV show. Okay, here we go. All right. Julie Newmar played Catwoman. Frank Gorshin played Riddler. Cesar Romero played Joker. Let's get Laura up here. Lee Merriweather took over as Catwoman. Burgess Meredith as Penguin. Another Catwoman, Eartha Cat. Come on. Show more. Yvonne Craig, of course, was Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. Alan Napier, very prim and proper British actor. Very, it's somebody pulling someone off of out of the main theater to do it, and he did it.
Vincent Price, what did he play?
Egghead. Vincent Price was Egghead.
Okay.
Victor Bruno was King Tut. Otto Preminger was Mr. Freeze. Joan Collins was the Siren. Eli Wallach also did Mr. Freeze. David Wayne was the Mad Hatter. Olga Ann Baxter played Olga. Yeah, George Sanders did the first Mr. Freeze, first episode of it. You got so many. Yeah. For a camp 60s TV show, they pulled in some big name stars at the time.
Yeah. For no other reason than it was fun.
Yeah, exactly. And Cliff Robertson was in it as playing Shane. And, you take off of Shane, but Shane. Yeah. And of course, Bruce Lee was in there with what's his name? When they had the crossover between the Green Hornet and Batman. Yeah. So, anyways, good. For a campy TV show, they had high quality talent in there.
For the kids.
Yeah. Hey, you'd be surprised how many adults were doing it just to see their favorite actors being stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great wild show.
Yeah. Pow,
All
bam,
right.
boom. Yeah.
All right. What character was a satire tribute to Adam West's Batman?
Wait, what?
There was a character in a movie. The character was a parody tribute to Adam West's Batman, including the way the actor spoke.
Not a clue.
The actor. Well, let me put it in my hand. I want to get all the facts here right for you. Here is get the actresses and stuff. Okay, all right. All right. So, the main character was played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, which
no idea.
Whose character is the title of the movie. Chloe Grace Moretz played Hit Girl.
Hit Girl.
And come on. Mark Strong played the big bad guy, Frank DeMarco. And why aren't they don't even have him on here? Why the heck are they playing games like this? I'm gonna have to go into it. Who played Nicolas Cage played the character Big Daddy, and he did it as a tribute to Adam West.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay. I was at the TV a little bit, but not that much.
Kick-Ass. And there
never saw it.
Put it this way, when Kick-Ass came out,
what was that in the 90s?
2010.
Okay.
A lot of the scouts in the troop were in love with Hit Girl. Especially the youngest scouts, the ones that were just coming in, they're like, yeah. And some of the Cub Scouts were, yeah. Yeah. Hang on, let me see if I can find one of
Yep, BD's cutting out. Have a good night, BD.
All right, yeah, take care. I'm going to do this right here. Big Daddy. Yeah, here we go. See the comparison? Batman, Big Daddy. Yellow belt. Yeah, it was totally a thing on it, and they had to do some things, and they had to get permission from DC Comics because Kick-Ass is Marvel.
Yeah, well.
But thing is, Batman never used a shotgun. Big Daddy uses all sorts of guns. And where's Big Daddy? Hang on. And so there's Big Daddy and Hit Girl. Yeah. And Chloe did all of her own stunts in the movie. A lot of stunts, and she did them all. Yeah. Oh yes, the Batusi in the movie, which yeah, that was the that was the one where they were trying to get after Burgess Meredith's Penguin, and they're at the club and trying doing the Batusi. All right, Mother Earth Garden Club. Have a good night. Yeah, it's been about 2 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody's starting to fade. It's like 10 to midnight here for me, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go stir the soup one more time so it cools down quicker and go to bed.
Yeah, I need to get stuff set up anyways. Nuts. Because I got the grandkids tomorrow, and I got the grandkids on Saturday as well. Because of New Year's being on the middle of the week. My daughter couldn't work Wednesday, so yeah. So I got them on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. Remember, right now we are in the middle of WTH, and tomorrow's the H. I mean, WTF. Tomorrow's the F for Friday, and yeah.
Isn't WTF the predecessor for SHTF?
No, it's just what the.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
or if you're Battlestar Galactica fan, original series, it's frack.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What the Felber card was the original series. The remake was What the Frack. Because they also use it as what a fracking idiot, too. Coming up here real quick here. Topics. Tomorrow night on Camp Pat Family Compound is I Am Done With These Things. Talking about New Year's resolutions and other things as well. Saturday, back here on Grayman Prepping for Survival Saturday is Everyday Carry. Items you're carrying, why? And what items do you no longer carry? Monday is why did my canned / store food go bad? And then Tuesday for Tactical Tuesday is earthquakes, the surprise disaster. We got to revisit one from 5 years ago. Yeah. And it's almost 6 o'clock there for Shadow Scout Swede. He's just getting his day started.
He's on his third cup of coffee already by now.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming in, spending some time with us. If you have any topic suggestions for the other live streams, down in the very bottom of the description is the email. Just send us ideas for both channels. All right, everyone. Take care.
Have a good night.